All right, hello, good morning to all of my philosopher pirates out there. This is our first episode. Very, very exciting stuff here. And for the first episode today, especially dealing with this in my own life, especially as of recently, it's really been really active. And today I wanted to talk about how we self-talk to ourselves. For me, I often have the worst negative voices in my head, and all day too. Although I will say, through this new awakening slash reckoning, I'll say it's definitely improved. Not perfect, but I've certainly made some great progress in this area, and I'm very proud of it. And it's not perfect, of course, and I still struggle quite a bit with it, but it has gotten better. So there is some hope out there for all you pirates out there. I do want to bring up my brother, who's an incredible source of humor and wisdom, and he's a high school history teacher. And one theme that he brought to his class, to his students one day, was this idea of a character in our head called Slick. Now, Slick is that voice in our heads always telling us to sleep in. Ooh, that pillow feels so good and soft and it's warm. Or eat the pizza, bucket, man. You know, don't go to the gym, you're tired. You worked all day. Dude, you got a new episode of that new show you've been on. Dude, that would be way more fun and better, right? Or keep watching YouTube. Keep watching another fucking news cycle of just hate and rage. So Slick is that nasty voice that really leans into our toxic habits and behaviors. And I gotta tell you, we gotta kill Slick every damn day. I know it's exhausting, and sometimes Slick will get the best of us. But in order to build the resilience towards Slick, we have to start supplying our minds with ammunition to defeat these voices. And here's a great place to start. And this is just a prescription that I've found to be very helpful for me. I think you're gonna love it. You've already heard of it, of course. You've probably been told this thing a million times. You know all about it. Maybe you've tried it. You probably have. Maybe you're trying it now. But I'm going to reiterate it, especially for those that are really struggling with this sort of thing, with the voice in the head, constantly telling you you're a piece of shit. You're not good enough. You don't deserve to be loved. I may not say it in those exact words, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Because I have it all day, and I'm one of the most positive people I've ever met in my life, even to the extent that it does me damage, which that's another episode, and we'll talk about that. Being overly positive, artificially, that is. Anyway, the point here is Slick, right? We want to help try to mitigate that voice as much as we can because it's dangerous, these types of thoughts and these voices that we hear, especially the negative ones. And it's a lot easier, I have found, to dig into those voices as opposed to the ones that are good for me, the inner divinity voices, the inner light, the God in us, the universe, right? I tend to throw those aside. So I'm going to give you a prescription in the next episode, so stay tuned on how to deal with Slick and some of those voices, right? So stay tuned, guys. Next episode, you're going to get in on the good stuff. Talk to you later.